Hey everybody, welcome back. So we're going to continue with our Holy Potatoes weapon shop play. Last video we were working on getting some, basically just finishing out this region, this first region that we're in. I'm a completionist and I kind of just wanted to get everybody to max level just to see what would happen. Maybe nothing will happen, maybe something will happen, we'll see. So we were successful in getting everybody at Murky Miso Marshes to max level. Our next step is going to be New Village. We've got one more character that we need to get at max level, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to crank out a weapon for that person, and then we're going to make two more weapons that we think we can make well to get the most amount of starch for. Because it doesn't really appear that when they're at max level they'll give you any less for the weapon. So maybe that's something that I don't know. It's supposed to be a fun game. It's not really supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be a super challenge. So, you know, if you want to make the game a little harder, a little bit more strategery necessary, you might want to add that in if I was the game developer, but I don't think that's really what they're going for. I think it's just supposed to be a cutesy time waster that's just kind of fun and relaxing. Anyway, so let's get down to business. The one person we have here is Terry Treehugger. He wants a speed weapon, but he likes bows. So I'm thinking let's keep it with the short bow here. That way these won't grow too far ahead of the speed, and we'll just boost the speed right away. Okay, so pretty big buff there from Bolt because he is in a very good mood from his vacation he just had. No enchantment is necessary. Okay, so we're gonna have to make two more weapons for people in New Village. What could we do? Well, the Klepto Kid likes speed daggers. That's pretty easy to fulfill. Let's go ahead and whoa man, we really went through some iron. So let's go ahead and do that. And these should be very, very easy to tailor to their specifications because they don't really want too much. They only have one weapon that they like, and they only like a certain primary stat. So these should be very easy to get a good amount of money. And one more person in the Noob Tower. New Village, sorry. Alwyn Greenwood, accuracy bow, easy enough. Bada bing, bada boom. Area event, Celebratator Crush. Looks like some extra starch but less hero experience when selling to the Klepto Kid in New Village. Hey, that works out for us because he's already at max level, and we might be able to take advantage of that. We do have to make. Do we have to make one more weapon? We'll see. So we don't need. I think we are. We do have 3 weapons. We don't need to enchant this. So let's see. Sell New Village. Clicky, clicky, clicky. And this is a good place to send Bulk Bogan. I mean, you know, Laura Craft could get a pretty big attack buff there with Starch Specialist. Let's send Bulk Bogan just to get him some extra experience as a merchant. And good time to do some vacationing for Laura Craft. And then let's explore here. We're still looking for that last item. Who should we send? Probably Bollinder's. Alright. Payday is coming soon, so we're going to owe 3,000 starch. It's well under what we have right now. Alright, so who do we sell this to? Well, this bow we crafted for Terry Treehugger. We're going to sell to him. He's also giving us the most money. Kitchen knife. To be honest with you, I really don't care. I just want the money. And Okay, so weapons have been sold for a grand total of 6.3k starch. Excellent work.
Ree.
Okay, she's very, very happy now. And, yeah, I don't think you found it. Or maybe this is it. The wilting laurel, maybe that's what he found, because it says in stock 1. So maybe it's just that one. We'll see next time we try to explore. Okay, so now we need to work on the Tower of Root Beer, which is going to be a little tougher. Maybe 2 or 3 trips to get to the shade where we need him to be. So he needs 10 more levels. And this is the one that we keep on having the problems with the dagger. Problem being, it's like, it's really hard to get a dagger with the accuracy that we want. So we can see it's gonna grow kitchen knife. We want to do a kitchen knife. You know, obviously the speed's gonna grow pretty quickly. You know, if we boosted the speed, then I would definitely expect the speed to be very high. The hope would be that accuracy could then be enchanted to be above the other two, which seems plausible. I mean, really, magic's the only one that should be higher, but not eclipse the speed. So let's try that. I mean, that should work. I mean, theoretically, right? Oop. Almost clicked the wrong one. See, he didn't get a good roll. That's what worries me, is I feel like that's what happened the last time too, is he just didn't get a very good roll on it. Choice of fate, it's time for lunch, and you're sick of the food in this neighborhood. What should you do? Well, we can cook our own over the enchanting stove. I'm not sure if that would be a good idea, since there's a ghost that lives in there. Might make him really angry. Or we can order in. How about we order in? Ugh. That was both expensive and bad. You feel fat and sluggish after the meal. Russet Peters, accuracy minus 30. That's horrible for 3 days. That's really gonna hurt. Just look at that attack on that thing. I mean, it's just like, it's just going really fast. I mean, at this point, it would still work out. Because, you know, 18 plus 40 would be 58. And it would still be under the speed. We'll just have to see how it works out. Ooh, someone left a TV set at the door. There's a remote by its side. Well, that's not strange at all. But let's go ahead and switch it on. And Russet Peters, who is apparently the luckiest potato ever, is hit with a speed debuff. Which doesn't really matter. It's only minus 2. Okay, so we definitely want the speed primary. And looks like we were pretty lucky. We can get the we can go ahead and enchant accuracy for it to be the secondary stat. The odd thing is that on this weapon, magic was the should have grown had a higher growth than attack. But I guess because Laura Craft is either better or in a better mood, or maybe just straight up RNG, ended up better. So. Let's go ahead and enchant with our focus herb. And now it's an accurate kitchen knife. Which I would say would be very important if you were cooking things. Okay. Other people in Tower of Root Beer. Well, we know it's very, very easy to craft for this guy. Very easy. So let's do it. These are easy to make because Laura Craft adds a lot of speed to it as well. So we don't need to enchant. Just swell. And our last thing will be a wand, which it doesn't really matter, they both want the same thing. The hard part is getting the accuracy. I'm worried about this one that the speed and attack will grow too much. So maybe we'll keep it simple. Or maybe we could make this one. I mean, we could even make this one. We could make this one perhaps, and... See, my thought was to boost the accuracy, but I'm afraid about that too. I feel like this is a safer bet, and what we do is we boost the accuracy on this one. And then if we have to, we can enchant for magic. Oh, Rusty Peters. Not adding a whole lot to it, is he? I forgot about that. Yeah, that's not too swell, because we're going to have to use the Blazing Kernel here just to get the... if we didn't do that, both of these would just be out of whack. So we're not going to get a whole lot of money for this. Dazzle. Alright, let's go sell. And I think we'll send Russet Peters and see if we can't get his... Actually, I probably want to send him on a vacation. So we'll send Laura Crab. And we'll do some vacation. I feel like this is like Holy Potatoes, a vacation shop, because I'm having to send them on vacation very often. Perhaps I'm not playing it as the developers intended. So he's not really offering a whole lot, and he's only going up +2 levels. But we hit this just fine. Maybe it's because the actual totals themselves are pretty low. Well, that's a shame. They're still going to give us a good amount of money for it. Even though we bunged it up. So his is not going up. His went up a substantial amount. Hers went up again too. Might have something to do with her gaining on merchant levels. So we still got some good starch, and he almost did get 3 levels out of it. Okay, very good. Alright, is he let's see, starch specialist? So that's what he picked up. So it doesn't really hurt him too much. Okay. So I guess we keep going. We really are going to need to send somebody to get some iron actually. So let's send somebody to get some supplies. We're definitely going through a lot of iron as compared to the other components. And while we do this, we'll have somebody research something new, which is always fun. Let's send him. Alright, and we want to research. So what do we want to research here? Maybe do another dagger. Do another bow. Got some wands we could try. It's a pretty wicked looking axe. Let's try another dagger. And I think, yeah, no, we did find it. Okay, excellent, we did find it. So we found everything in these areas. That's fantastic. Is everybody good on vacations? Yes. So, we could send somebody to train. I don't know that that's really necessary. Let's go ahead and explore. We'll send... let's send Russet. Yeah, because it doesn't really look like anything there can affect it. Alright, shopping is complete. And now we can send him to explore. So let's send him. Okay, he's back with some things. Very good. Not going to send him out again because the research is going to be done very quickly. Okay, she found some good stuff. She found 2 enchantments. I'm happy about that, since we seem to be using them quite often. So we've got a, I don't really even know how to say the second word, main gauche. Main gauche? I know it's French. My wife always laughs at me when I try to speak French, so I'm not even going to try. Okay, let's forge some things. Now that we have some more components. So it's just basically more power. A little bit less iron, but it uses sapphires. But, you know, he might like that better. So what do we want to do here? Let's try boosting the accuracy. Woo! Big boost. So that's pretty good. And hopefully the speed grows pretty quickly. Raining 4-leaf clovers, how lucky. So even more accuracy now. Okay, catch them all. I want to be the very best. No one ever, or where did you hear this song again? It's inspiring. So extra things for selling at Tower of Root Beer. We probably won't be ready. We're definitely going to have to enchant the speed, which is a bummer, because we only have 1. That's okay. Flashy Nut, do your work. So I'm hoping that he will enjoy that dagger quite a bit. Now, it's very, very easy to get this guy happy. So we'll just make him another axe. Focused on... Well, we don't have any speed enchants left, and we definitely don't want that accuracy to pass the speed, because we wouldn't be able to get it back up. We could boost the speed, and then if we had to, I suppose, enchant the attack. He gave it a little bit of attack. I think the attack will probably still catch it. Maybe not. Whew, that was really close. It was very, very close to not being able to be rescued by an enchantment. So it's probably not going to like that weapon as much as he normally would. And then we'll make a wand. And we'll focus... accuracy. Okay, so you gave it a little magic too. That's good. Oh no, there's been an earthquake. So it, you know, all of these things that have been happening seem to be really affecting the accuracy a lot. Could just be bad RNG on my part, I suppose. But perhaps it was for the best, because if that hadn't have happened, an enchantment couldn't have gotten this over that. Alright, so it's time to sell. Let's take our wares to the root beer tower. Gassy, lost, and emotional. We really need him to get some merchant levels. Okay, anybody need a vacation? So now it looks like the cheapest is here, the recycling park stroll. I imagine that would be pretty cheap. Alright. Okay, man, he is really a tightwad, isn't he? Could be that as their level goes up, maybe they become a little bit picky about the stats on it. So they want higher statted weapons. So he leveled up in Merchant. Good. Yeah, see, he gave that thing a C. He's definitely not enjoying it at all. So what we could do, at this rate, it's going to take 2 more trips to get him there. Or we could try to move on to the next region. And then come back when we're a little bit better equipped to service him. Things to think about. It just appears right now that we can't really help him in the way that he wants. Area event, Tower of Root Beer, lazy Sunday. Those are the best kind of Sundays. It's such a beautiful day. No one feels like working. So a big malice to anything in the Tower of Root Beer. I'm thinking, let's go to the next area. How about that? Oh, feed the dog. Oh, maybe we should do this first. So he wants focus on attack and speed. So, okay, then next year are the Golden Hammer Awards. I'm sure we won't win anything, but it'll be fun. So, Russet Peters. I'm trying to think of who we can double up on the different workstations. So I guess we would make Russet Peters. We could actually change his Smith class. We could change him to a designer. But actually that would would make his attack go down. So we'll move him to here. And then Volender Smith could help him with the speed. Now what if we changed him to Craftsman? Now, see, he would go down too. We'd have to actually get some levels on these guys. So that's something we need to be looking into, I guess. That probably would have been a great thing to do whenever we were like selling junk basically to the other places. You know, I mean, you live, you learn, guys. So we're gonna put him over here, and then let's give this a shot. We might fail, but we'll be valiant in the attempt. So, all right. So I think we want to boost attack. I am concerned that this is not going to get there already. So we're a third of the way through. We need to get to 300, we're at 40. We need to get to 231, we're at 26. So we've got a lot of starch saved up, so why don't we call in the big gun here, Stevie Flounder, and see what he does. So he's getting with it. Look at those big numbers. Alright, so he put some pretty good work into it. We've definitely beat the speed. And looks like we're going to hit the attack too, so very good. We don't need to enchant it, so we'll just let it lie as it is. And so we did it. Now, the big takeaway there was the fact that if we just would have done it with our own resources, how we had them allocated, it would not have worked. So we had to call in, we had to outsource some help there. Claude says, "You did it." I did, isn't she a beauty? You sound like that man who hunts crocodiles. Genova rest his soul. Who is he again? I don't watch TV. It's not important. Here's your starch. Thanks. That was a steep price, but worth it. Now to find the flower girl. Good luck, Mr. Claude. So we got 100 fame, good, and 2,000 starch out of that. So basically, it paid for our outsourcing and gave us a little bit of pocket change. And crystal stand, we got a reward. Area event, rusted shut. The rainy season's here. It's so hard to keep rust out of the weapons, so it's a negative at the murky miso marshes. All right, so let's take a look at our stuff that we have. How could we change the shop? Because we got a reward there, right? So this potted plant, we've already got that. What else did we get? Ah, we got this. So we can looks like we could swap out the potted plant for this, and it would give a speed buff of 4% versus an attack buff of 2%. So at this point, I think we go for the bigger number. And I think we're gonna hold off on decorating anything until we actually move. So I think that's what we're gonna do in the next video, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and move to the next area. We might hopefully come back later and get that guy to max just to see if anything happens. But you know, from what I've seen, he's getting very hard to please, and he's not really giving us a whole lot of starch. And we have quite a bit of starch, so why don't we just go ahead and see what the next area looks like and just have some fun. So we've pretty much accomplished everything in this region. So so that's what we'll do in the next video. And the Golden Hammer Rewards will be here, which I'm sure we won't win anything, but it's a cool event. So, thank you for joining me in this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, game on.